Literally, like, the day after Ozzy Osbourne died, I stumbled upon this, like, completely AI-generated slop video, that was, like, going through the different accomplishments in his life, and I get it was supposed to be in, like, remembrance, and wasn't, like, negative in any way, but it does rub me the completely wrong way, the fact that, you know, barely over 24 hours after this man passed away, we already have AI-generated slop infecting our feeds. And that kind of thought as a whole is what inspired me to pick up this video again after I kind of dropped it for a bit. And I decided to go in and look at a bunch of different types of AI-generated content that is not only infecting the YouTube sphere and other places of online content creation, but is slowly kind of seeping into actual mainstream media, and why this is really a negative thing. Now, I am a man with my own opinions and own thoughts on this situation, and it's fine if you completely disagree with me. And I know a lot of people probably will, which is fine. Feel free to comment down below why I'm a complete utter buffoon and stupid, and why this really isn't a big deal. And that's fine. I'll read your comment and I might respond, because, you know, I like doing this for fun. This video will be split into segments, so if you have one specific interest that you want to check out, it will be timestamped in the description, or on your little hotbar at the bottom of your screen, so you just go ahead and click to whatever part you want to see if you want to do that, but it would help out a lot if you could just watch the entire video. So yeah, with that being said, please like and subscribe and enjoy the video. Before I start getting to the nitty-gritty bad stuff of this, I decided to start off positive, and name a few things I do enjoy and like about AI. I feel like anything really, like, comedic, I don't necessarily have the biggest problem with, whether it be, like, the dumb, stupid things you're seeing in the background of this video that I'm using for B-roll footage, or it's just, like, messing with movies and things. I don't think I really care. It's a little cringy, I guess, but, like, ultimately, it's harmless. I don't really mind it. Or at the very least, I don't really care enough to have an opinion. Kind of an extension of that, but like the footage you see for the bumpers, like the little in-between segments, I think that looks really pretty. I kind of started it for a while I was recording the footage for this. It looks neat. I don't really care. I think character chatbots kind of apply the same logic of it's goofy. Like character AI and like apps like that, I think are neat. Hell, I made my own video messing around on them. It's passable. It's fine. You know, I will admit I probably use it more than I'd like to admit. But it is an enjoyable thing, at least for me. I kind of have that same logic of it's goofy and I enjoy it. One of the biggest things to be infiltrated by this new era of AI slop content is children's media in particular. Children's content always been seen as kind of like a brainless slop for years now, even before AI took over, with stuff like Elzagate as, you know, really cringe and weird, and then within like the past few years with like Skibbity Toilet and things like that. Children's media and content has never had the best reputation, to say the least, but I feel like now it's significantly worse. Well, maybe not worse than Elzagate, but worse than Skibbity Toilet. Since kids content is already pretty numb to the skull, it's really easy for AI slop to infiltrate that world. Kids don't really care. They're too stupid and dumb to know the difference between good content and bad content.
That's crazy. Hatsune Miku just, yeah.
And, well, as long as there's bright flashing lights in their face, they don't really care either. That's where money-hungry dirtbags come in and go, hey, it seems like a great money-making opportunity, and so start pumping out crappy kids content in the hopes of striking it big in that audience. And unfortunately, people have somehow managed to get even lazier than the crappy kids content that we had before, with AI-generated slop infecting the feeds of little baby YouTube kids. This is less of a, oh, AI itself is bad in general argument, and more of in the perspective and sense of the people who can get their hands on it can also use it for bad. In this case, the bad being crappy low-effort kids content that makes them a bunch of money. Wait, hold on, that segment is not over yet. So something you might find kind of hard to believe by the fact that my voice has barely changed whatsoever is the fact that that segment was recorded like 9 months ago. I did not work on this for a while. And the reason I wanted to throw this segment in here is because when I had started working this video, Sora AI had not come out yet. So yeah, while it was shut down recently, Sora AI was like the main thing for pumping out AI Slop content throughout 2025. And so I had to give it its own segment here. Which I'll admit, like I said in the intro, I do find kind of things like this a little silly. But it did kind of get to the point where it was really overdone, and also started having the exact same problem as the kids side of content, where it was just stupid random goobers using AI Slop and Sora to pump out random garbage that could make them a buttload of those filthy bucks. And so while I do think it is genuinely a positive thing that Sora was shut down recently, and there isn't gonna be a full segment on it here, I couldn't just not talk about it in this video, considering how much of a cultural impact it was when it was existing, and how much of AI Slop content was produced by it itself.
What seems to be the ossifer problem?
Yes, this is past Declan coming in from the screen. Now, why on earth would I spend weeks and weeks of my life working on this song cover to put out for people to listen to? Why would I do that when I could just go bazonga, bazoonga, bam? Why do I need to spend my precious blood, sweat, and tears making a song that I truly care about when I could just generate it for free? Describe song that I want made, you know? I make slacker rock. I'm a big slacker rock guy, so we'll hit with some of that, okay? Make me a slacker rock song about what's something I like. Los Campesinos, the greatest band of all time. About Los Campesinos, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, would you look at that? In the span of like 2 minutes of me sitting here, I already have full songs completed. Why did I spend weeks and weeks of my life working on that song when I could have just done this? Campesinos on the couch.
Woke up in a shirt I bought at your show.
This is not slacker rock. This is doo-doo.
Los Campesinos on repeat. Crumbs on the floor, dead plants, cold tea.
This is some boring ass if Nickelback tried making pop punk type garbage. Okay, well, that must have been a fluke. Okay, that must have been a fluke. The other one, it's probably better.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
That's also not slap.
I bought your show.
The lyrics are the same.
I got Los Campesinos on repeat. Crumbs on the floor, dead plants, cold tea. If growing up.
So they may have gotten the genre wrong. That was some fine sounding art punk. It wasn't slacker. That was really bad. Well, you know, like maybe that was quick though. You know, with my song cover, I spent hours and hours and hours working on it. I could have just generated it through here. You know, yeah, it sounded like ass and didn't get the genre right, and the lyrics make no sense whatsoever, but it may be cool. No, Declan, it's not cool. Not cool at all. The same reaction that a lot of artists have to AI art popping up on their feeds is the same reaction that I have whenever I see AI music popping up on my feed. AI music is my least favorite thing, literally ever. Was it kind of silly seeing the random pop punk start playing and freaking talking about Los Campesinos? Yeah, but I would have much rather write that myself rather than spend this stupid time to make this stupid generic slop. The thing about AI music and AI art in general is the fact that there is literally no soul behind it whatsoever. Like I've said a bunch of times during a segment, I spent hours and hours of my life making a song cover for a song that I truly care so much about, but some goober could just go into freaking Suno AI and make their own song in the matter of literally minutes. I had no effort put into mine either. I typed in Slacker Rock song about Los Campesinos. I didn't put any detail, I didn't put any thought into it, I just did that, and boom, it spit me out something. Imagine somebody putting in the time to make a detailed prompt for the AI. You start getting into territory where it's kind of moderately difficult to tell what is exactly AI and what is not. And all these people feeling like their AI music is actually music, and people who get so defensive over it, it numbs my brain. Like, if you're gonna do AI music or certain things like that, just accept the fact that you are not talented, and that's fine. But don't go around parading to the world that you're some talented musician, which so many AI musicians, which there's no such thing as an AI musician, but you get my point. People who claim to be and certain things like that try to talk about it like they have some big ego and some big talent, where it's like, at least understand to be humbled the fact that all you did was type your little keyboard and boom, a full song was made. My biggest frustration is actually the amount of really talented musicians who still go out of their way to promote AI. The biggest one out of recently is Mohini Day, but she's not the only one. There's so many incredibly talented musicians who just decide, you know what, screw it, let's go promote the thing that is currently almost ruining my career. Like, what?
Over the last couple of months, that admiration rapidly f***ed off when she started accepting money to promote this crap, Suno AI.
And now I'm gonna drop my idea into Suno Studio directly.
What kind of a musician places a link to a much cheaper and faster alternative above the links to actually hiring her? And then another one I came across is Lexi Rose. I'll be honest, I don't know anything about this person, but I don't care a bit because she gets paid to promote Suno AI.
If you want more information about artists and different action musicians who promote AI and stuff like Suno, I definitely suggest checking out Denny Sapko's videos because he does a fair amount about that kind of stuff. In particular, his stuff about Mohini Day, because she is a total twit. So before I end the segment, I'm going to quickly play exactly what he says at the end of one of his videos about AI music, because I think it's a really good take.
Listen, I am far from perfect, I know, but at least I have my integrity. Now, no one asked for my opinion on Mohini Day, John Dretto and Lexi Rose, but I'm gonna give you it anyway. I think you're sending out entirely the wrong message to aspiring musicians that look up to you. You only care about money, you're an embarrassment to your profession, and you're a big bunch of pricks. Thank you.
Something you may not know about me is that I really like horror and horror movies and things, and in particular indie horror shorts. Those make me really happy. I love seeing how cool and creative people can be with such a small budget. It's really awesome, and I love watching a lot of them. And what's funny is that like almost a full year ago when I started having the idea for this video in the first place was because I started finding YouTube horror shorts that had AI generated content in them. It wasn't necessarily a plot or a fully AI generated film or anything like that yet, but it'd be random stuff like you're seeing in the background where it'd be a horror short that was Labubu themed and had AI in it. And what's funny is I sat on that idea for a while before eventually sitting down on my computer and recording a thing where I looked through YouTube and tried to find some. And then I pushed this video off for like 6 months. So that recording's very outdated, but I still have it, so I'm gonna put a little best moments in here for 30 minutes. I think I just found one right like in under a minute. Okay. That image looked AI generated. Nope. Okay, I was incorrect. The thumbnail, that's AI generated, right? I swear to God that is. Move, hobo. Maybe not. I apologize. Okay. it's not gonna be like, it's gonna be fairly easy to tell. The thumbnail, that's AI generated, right? I swear to God, that is.
One eternity later.
So what it seems like for a while, they made genuine short horror films just with AI thumbnails. Annabelle versus Squid Doll was their first
killing those players,
switch to AI.
Netflix and chill.
What? The crossover I never thought I'd see. Squid Doll getting haunted like that. Wow, this animation style gets better with each film. Who knew AI horror could feel this eerie?
What the fuck was that?
Oh no. What the? She's so real for that. No, Squid Game doll. How much views? What is the most popular? See, 1 million views on this AI generated slop. Look how many views these things get.
Are you serious? This is torture. You're torturing me and everyone else watching. Wait.
What are the comments? What are the comments? I can't believe AI made this realism camera movement. Even the way she matters. Realism. Not gonna lie, church sitting made it 10 times scarier. There's something about holy places gone dark. Dude, I was watching this in my room alone at 2 a.m. and the face pop-up nearly gave me a heart attack. Bravo. In the end, AI is something that is a part of the internet now, and we're gonna have to learn how to deal with it. As annoying as the people who say stuff like, the age of AI is now, we have to learn to accept it, you're just behind.
Anyway, so when someone says promoting and exploring AI is the end of the world, I find that mindset immature. Not because of the disagreement, only because it ignores the history, the responsibility, and the reality. Fear is not gonna stop progress. Understanding it will.
People like this are kind of right. They have a point. The age of AI is now. It's coming up. We're living in this era. But it doesn't mean we have to accept it wholeheartedly. In fact, I'd say the opposite. It's better for us to go out of our way as people to try to do other things than using AI, whether that be hiring session musicians or straight up just commissioning art instead of generating your own. It's really not hard to just not use AI. I understand that there's certain things that AI is good for and you can use it as a tool for stuff, but Ruru, you're so cute. Come here. There are lots of things that AI is good for, and there are a lot of positives to come from AI, but at the same time, it's fair to say that most people don't use it correctly or in a moral way, and you start getting down to the point where the good is heavily outweighed by the bad. So yeah, pick up an instrument, pick up a pen, pick up a camera. Don't AI generate your crap, just learn how to do it yourself. Thanks for watching.